Hey y'all, it's Mami Wata and I am back. Thank you for your support of Mami Wata Tarot. Please continue to like, share, and most of all subscribe if you have the want or need to do so. I appreciate it. Somebody is realizing that it does not matter the capacity that you produce, the amount that you obtain in this life on the 3D. It does not matter when it comes down to spirituality. Okay? That's what somebody is learning, and they learning that through you, whoever you are. I just saw this card right here, and this how this person feel, but you're going to have to zoom in because we just a little bit too early in the reading. They're going to have that. That's just giving them a reason to shadow ban me further, honey, but that's how they feel. That's how they feel. You in alignment, and it was an effort to try to make you feel like you were out of alignment, that you couldn't balance your dark side, your dark and your light, because you were not sitting in boss energy like they were. But see, you the salt of the earth, okay? And you have been able to show your spiritual ranking through that cell phone you got, okay, to the point that it has caused people to be in emergency 911 in good and bad ways. Okay, because some people get so triggered by you, they feel like you have thrown their life off kilter by some of the things that you say through your cell phone. Okay, when you be recording yourself, baby, that they have been out here on a campaign to make people feel like you are a facade and that they don't need to be fooled by you. But this person has also been doing spell work on you too. Okay, because this person thought that they was better than you on the 3D. And to the I stuck in the matrix, yeah, they do seem like they got it better than you, that they have been able to amass a larger capacity in this life, meaning that they've been able to get more out of it, whether they have more cars, homes, job opportunities, better social ranking than you, whatever they think that entails, okay? However, because of how they try to build a facade around your authenticity and do spell work on you, baby, they ass is learning that it's quite the opposite. Your spiritual capacity far outweighs anything that they can produce on this earth, baby. That's what everybody need to hear. And the way that they feel right now, because they wanted you to be in the doldrums. And family do play a part in this, so do that. But it's in reverse because the Holy Spirit don't want them to go out like that. And maybe there have been people trying to talk them up out of that. You see how that flipped over though? Because this might be somebody in your damn family. And they didn't have to call 911 because this person tried to do what's on the bottom of the deck still. Okay? And they were able to thwart them, stop them from doing it. But see, this is a result of this person trying to ruin you. Trying to think that because they had more on this earth, that they were being favored outside of this realm too. And they learning something different because of how they felt, what they tried to attempt to do. Yes, they did. And this family energy, whoever this is, you may be related to them. And it may be somebody who was always upheld over you, who got some sort of favoritism, which allowed them to garner things. But I'm hearing that they're not in your family, that their family helped push up this narrative this belief within them that what they had on this earth made them better. The more they could acquire, the better that their social status is. Something like that with them. That means they winning, they better than you. But they learning that you the salt of the earth. See, a salt of the earth energy, they resourceful. They know how to go get it out the mud if they have to. They ain't succumbed to a life of struggle and poverty, but they know how to survive. They know how to roll with the punches. People like this don't. And they got knocked the fuck out. Y'all, look. I'm telling you what I'm picking up on. This person was in the hospital. They not in the hospital no more, though. The Holy Spirit didn't want it to go that way. That was a pivotal change that was not necessary, but I'm telling you, that's something they tried to do. Once again, trying to be in control of things, just like they was trying to be in some sort of control over you. Indictment. What is the connection between the salt of the earth energy and this karmic, Holy Spirit, Antarctica? I'm telling you, I don't think this person was in your family. Bet on black. Punitive damages will be ordered. Healing is an ongoing process. Weakness, bully behavior. That 5D connection can get out of control if you let it. I told y'all, this is somebody who thought, because they doing better in life on the 3D, that they do better in the 5D too than you. And they learning differently. This person tried to spiritually attack you. And this is somebody I feel who was also doing some sort of studying on you, unauthorized surveillance and research, violation of your HIPAA, among other things. Okay? I guess HIPAA don't apply to nothing no more. Because for this to come right out behind a hospital, this Antarctica energy, there's a hospital in trouble for giving this person access to your medical records. And this is somebody who had some sort of hypotheses that you were not in alignment spiritually, that you were not divinely gifted, even though that's what you were expressing through your cell phone. And you may have a lawsuit down the line against whoever this group is, whoever this man belonged to. That's who just tried to do that to themselves. And that's why, because all that spell work they was playing in, and this ranking, the scientific ranking, these credentials, these security clearances they got, see, that's all part of their capacity. That's all part of what they have garnered for themselves in the 3D, and that's why they thought they was better than you now. But this person is healing right now, physically, emotionally, and mentally, spiritually, most of all. They understanding that even if they can bully you on the 3D because of their level of capacity, they weak spiritually. I promise you that's the message here. That they learning, honey. All that shit don't matter. It don't matter who backing them when it come down to it. Because none of them people was able to stop them from attempting this. None of that money, none of those security clearances, none of those research facilities, grants, and audiences who have listened to lectures on you. I promise you that. And they know he was doing spell work too. That's experimentation for a lot of them. They don't view it as actual spiritual warfare that they're producing, spiritual laws that they're breaking. He broke a lot of spiritual laws in the name of science. Okay? To prove that you were not the truth. And you continue to be patient and persevere through this man's level of attack against you and your character. You faced a lot of disappointment because of things that this person was doing to you behind the scenes. And when I say that family plays a part in this, the reason why I wanted to put your family in it or put you in a familiar way It's because this scientist then went to your family. 10:01 when I looked up in an attempt to end things in this belief that you were divine, baby. Because if your family 10:10 said you wasn't shit, that you was karmic, then he could take that back to these lectures, put that in these journals that I'm seeing, okay? And say that no, this is some sort of spiritual conjuring even that she is participating in, because she's not even known to her family to be in this spiritual mindset. But that's a damn lie, because I'm hearing your family wants you to go down because you have helped them manifest the life that they wanted off your energy. And now that you are in your power and using it correctly, you've been able to manifest the life you want. And they mad about it. And this is falling right up under family plays a part in this. And your family may have also given this man, quote unquote, permission that they didn't have. 11:11, they learning that too. Your family in trouble. Your family is up under some sort of fire. The hospital that you got some sort of medical records, they did some sort of major test on you. I'm hearing this was family in reverse. I'm telling you, they in trouble. It's been years since you had these tests, but the type of tests they ran on you, they provide him with some sort of data that he was trying to use to determine your DNA makeup, your molecular kinetic makeup. I'm telling you now. And your family gave him permission to do it. They helped this person with this very large capacity. That's why they helped him. Because what he presented as a part of his assets and who he was as a person in general, what he was able to do, his capabilities. They participated 12/12 in him researching and experimenting on you, and they in trouble. Because they did tell this man you was an nympho, that you was possibly promiscuous. If you were ever promiscuous, it was because of some sort of abuse. I promise you that. Your family ain't out here twice for nothing. I promise you, and that's been proven too. Nympho is right up under hospital in reverse. So in these records, after they slandered you to this stranger, he saw in some sort of hospital records. Okay, so you know how if you from a certain area or town, if you've ever had an emergency, you went to the local hospital and you've gone there throughout the years in times of emergency or for surgery or anything. He was able to get all of your medical records. And it's something about you having to go to the hospital because of some sort of sexual abuse. 1313. You are receiving the truth at this time. Okay, so, he really went out on a limb to discredit a divine muse. That's why he was in that cryptic energy. And that's why you are currently experiencing no worries. That's what the universe wants you to know. No worries, baby. Your luck finna turn around, because this man has been really raining down on you spiritually and physically. And then typing up his findings on that laptop that he also was looking up spells and other religions and spiritualities that he could utilize against you. This another one who then messed in so many different religions and cultures and called on their gods and goddesses and their deities. I'm telling you, it's getting to a point that every time I hear that noise, it'd be like right when I say something, it's confirmation. I'm telling you. They done played in so many people energy. So many people energy. So some of these ancestors they called on, 1441, look, they were offended that this scientist who don't truly believe in that realm, okay, would even request things against you for them. This man could be from Wisconsin, but he was definitely doing some research in Antarctica at one point. I promise you that. They were arrested, and he could have got arrested as well at one point too. Not necessarily, I was about to say not necessarily for what he did against you, but this is finna fall right up under punitive damages are being ordered. This cycle is over. Like I told y'all, some of these people have been doing some real weird, crazy, Frankenstein type of experimentation against divine beings. And they was doing that shit on DI money. I don't care what nobody say. That's why a lot of them programs got shut down. And so a lot of these individuals who were utilizing these funds to come for y'all in these various ways, they don't got money to do that no more, baby. And then when people investigated what was actually spent and where it was spent, a lot of these people were committing crimes. I'm telling you, because they've been remote viewing his findings. He had private lectures about his findings against you, and it's on paper. They were documented too. I'm telling you that he been out here committing crimes, and people sitting right there listening to this motherfucker talk about all this old crazy repugnant ass shit he's tried against you in the findings. And they would sit right there and listen and be like, oh, okay, cool. Well, are you going to try this next? Maybe you should. Some people be coming up to him after he get down from that podium, and they be trying to suggest stuff that he can try on you to prove that you're not a muse, a divine muse. Girl, okay? And he learning. And so are these different people, because he called them family. And they had to come to his rescue, so to speak, with this suicide in reverse and this hospital in reverse. But they weren't able to stop him from being arrested. And they not finna stop these punitive damages that are going to be ordered either. Because you've definitely been violated in various ways. Various ways. That's why I had said HIPAA from the beginning, baby. And you don't keep a crew or family around you. I'm telling you, he knew that you were disconnected from your family and that your family was going to most likely say some old ill will about you, and they did. Excuse me, I always said I wasn't going to say ill will no more because I ain't trying to disrespect the dead. They've been disrespecting the dead. This person been disrespecting the dead to try to come for you. Okay? He has. He done did all kind of shit. Necromancy is in the loop of it all too. But see, you do the Holy Bible, boo. That's what you subscribe to. You realize that the Holy Bible is a divine gift. And it has set you straight about a lot of things. It has taught you plenty. There are so many lessons and blessings in the Holy Bible. It's like a storybook at times. Some of the things that are being told to you, but there are lessons in stories. That's since we've been children. The little books they give us to learn our first words, they are short sentences, but the summary of them teach lessons. Okay, I know people remember them Sally, Dick, and Jane books. And you know what? Y'all need to put books back in the classroom. All this damn doing shit on the computer, that's why these kids don't know how to fucking read. Okay? It's almost like how when you work at a fast food restaurant and they have pictures and things on the cashier's register so that they ain't even got to know the words. They just know the symbols and they know how to navigate like that. That's what the computer school system energy has become. That's why these kids can't read. You got to actually hold a book in your hands and flip them fucking pages sometimes and use your eyes to read that black print on that paper. These kids need books. I'm going to say it again. Books, textbooks, and them workbooks where you would tear them damn papers out and they would do them homeworks and turn them shits in, that shit need to come back in the classroom. That's why these kids don't know how to fucking read now. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. I don't know where that came from, but half of them probably couldn't read the Bible if they wanted to on the book because they don't understand what they're seeing. I'm telling you. I got a clear vision of what's happening when it comes to literacy in America, and it's because they took the textbooks out of the classroom. The children don't have anything to hold and read, and you should have these kids reading out loud. That's what they used to have us do. We would read the chapter out the textbook, the section that we was going on over. You would raise your hand, or this teacher would choose you. That's what I used to do, to read that paragraph or that section. And as the child is reading, you double dog dare any other children to laugh, giggle, or pick at them. But you help them work through their passage, those few sentences that they were assigned to read, if they need help, because you have to hear them out loud to understand what it is that they need to hear. They need formative work on, what they need pronunciation help with. That's how they become better readers. Understand me. Something about reading here. Why I'm saying all of that, Holy Spirit, I got to know. Stand in your power. So there's something that you are adamant about, that you continue to preach, that somebody don't like. Okay? They don't like it, baby. And that's why they were backing this man and giving him the funding, approving whatever needed to be approved so that he could keep doing what he was doing, because they had tried other things against you too now, and those things did not work. But this person is now practicing hindsight. This person is looking at what's happening to this Antarctica NASA energy, and they understanding that they should have left you be. They could work for NASA shit. I'm just saying, John. I tell y'all, I ain't playing with nobody. In 2026, y'all ask, somebody lied to you. They lied to you if they thought you was gonna get over on me. I just want everybody to know that. They lied to you now. I best believe you finna get grounded, baby. And that's what didn't happen. And that's what this energy know too about whoever you are. He knows that whoever told him that you wasn't the truth, they lied. Because he done watched this man get grounded. Tried to ground himself. Tried to put himself in the dirt. I'm telling you now. Anything else, Holy Spirit? I am who I am. You are who you are. He can't discredit you. 2323, I don't care what he got over you, because 2323 talks about monetary, superficial at times purchases, just spending money in a very luxurious way, not really caring about the consequence of blowing money. So they was blowing a lot of money helping this man discredit you. And I'm telling you, he was getting money too, and he thought it made him better than you. This backing of this group, all this shit, boo. But they all learning. Adoption, foster care, and they disconnecting from him. They disconnecting from him. He got a criminal record now. So all them security clearances, they being forfeited. You can't have these security clearances I'm speaking on and have a criminal record. He got arrested for what he did, because it is a new sheriff in town. Shit, it is what it is. Been in town for a while now. And time been ticking. I'm thinking about that Jim Brown movie when he was the new sheriff in town because the old sheriff was retiring. And it was like a ticking time bomb around there. The name of the movie, I think it is called Tick, Tick, Tick. But that shit didn't explode, okay? Because I feel like that tick, tick, tick was people being told that they need to tighten up what they was trying against you. So somebody name might start with a T. But I'm telling you, that's not what they did. They chose to continue to let this man ride out whatever funding he had received and continue up these spiritual crimes and things. And it's then backfired. And he do consider some of these folks family, because see, he didn't ate, drank, and been married with them because of what he was doing against you. Look, I'm telling you now, it's a number of them. It's a number of acronyms. We got a couple of them out here, I think, already. And they watching and looking at you and shit like, damn, she know what didn't happen to him? Yeah, you know now. I'm just saying, I hope he get better. I do. I hope he understand what that means. That he only needs to call on the Holy Spirit and the Most High God to bring him out of that dark, deep hole he was trying to put himself in. The Holy Spirit was right next to him and lifted him up out of some sort of transition. I'm telling y'all, they thought he was going to pass away. But the Holy Spirit did not want that. I heard that from the very beginning. No, you can't do that. That's not your mission. You learning a karmic lesson, though. And maybe you will utilize your findings in a way that will be more influential, will actually help people understand the mission of divine muses and divine beings. That should be your aim, because you got a testimony, okay? I feel like that might be what's written for him in the book of life. Because they thought they was going to rewrite your book of life by doing things to block you. But your book of life states that you're supposed to be doing exactly what you're doing, baby. And any type of setbacks or pitfalls they tried to trap you in, it's only up from here. I'm telling you, it's finna get better, much better, better than you could ever imagine. Final card, final message, Holy Spirit. The point of it all is I love you, because see, that's what the Holy Spirit is saying. I think I had said something about the Prithvi Mudra in another reading, because I explained that I don't know what that, I don't do like that when I be talking, first of all. I might point and do that, but when I'm doing this, I'm practicing mudras, okay? Because it's some old whack-ass theory going. Actually, it's not that whack, because some of them women, they are doing that to try to, you better listen to me and what I say. That's their energy. But that ain't the energy I'm practicing when I do this. I'm doing mudras. Like, for example, the one for digestion, skin, and bone health. It also helps you have strength and confidence. It's the thumb and ring finger. Okay, so when you see me doing this, sometimes I'm unconsciously doing it, but sometimes I am consciously practicing that mudra. Okay, so that's what everybody need to know. It don't apply. Some of them theories y'all find on Reddit don't apply to everybody. Okay, no, they don't. Anything else? Because see, that's why that stand in your power came out. Because for everything that the Holy Spirit allowed this man to put you through, you still look good. You do not look like what you done been through. You still are exhibiting a level of strength and confidence that they do not understand, okay? Golden energy, baby. Golden energy. And I'm telling you that one who backed this Wisconsin Antarctica man's bullshit, his bullshit science experiments, he feel like people was playing. It's like he's had a 180 about you, baby. He feel like somebody lied to him about you because of how things have been transpiring. And they know it's your divine energy that has caused offers to be rescinded from him. I'm telling you, they cut that funding. They cut that shit now because they saw who they was doing shit to. It's something about some sort of cloning, Frankenstein energy I've been picking up on these people was doing too. Trying to morph others to end, doing plastic surgery and stuff, cosmetic surgery, different reconstructive surgery for people to look like y'all. They done found out about that shit, honey. And these people that they was trying to turn into y'all clones, they don't compare to you. I'm telling you, that's what was going on. Know that. And this one was using his privilege and his credentials and his clearances and his accreditations to attempt to do it. But see, confirmation. But sage ain't enough, baby. This one going through it. He ain't in the hospital no more, but he needs some ongoing treatment of some kind. But if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Take only what resonates. Leave the rest. And I'll be back soon with another one, y'all. Peace.